My name is Humaid Mansoor. I was born here, been living here all my life. I'm working with TCOM Investments. I work in the marketing department. Photography is basically a hobby of mine. I was involved in photography, I think, ever since I was born. Like I've had a camera everywhere I go. So I guess this just came kind of naturally. It was about maybe over a year ago, I think, that I bought my first professional camera. And just kind of, took shape from there. I haven't really ever done any professional courses or anything like that, although that's something I want to do, but hopefully maybe in the future, inshallah. But as of now, it's just some pictures that I have up around here. Kind of proud of it. It's my first time, yes, it's my first time doing anything of the sort, so it's actually first time in front of the camera, first time putting pictures up, so it's a big day. I've never studied it, it's something that I want to do, but again, photography, at least in this part of the world, is not seen so much of as a career, and especially like from the background I come from, you have to be in a particular job, doing a particular thing, and that's why you're doing good or whatever it is. But with me, it's more of a hobby, and it's something that I want to take up, hopefully, a little more seriously in the future. But yeah, I mean, it's for whatever I've done, just learning, going step by step, and taking it one day at a time. It took a bit of a push because I didn't know if people would actually like what I do, whether they'd understand what I do really. But it's going so good so far. My family's making a big deal about it so far. I hope people like what I do and see the things the way I sort of portray them in my pictures. That is the main idea, but I guess. But at the end of the day, I guess I'm behind the camera. I know what I take pictures of, so I mean that's what satisfies me the most. I know as long as I've done my job, whether people like it or not, that's what art is about. But yeah, I hope people get in contact. It's just the first couple of days now, so keep my fingers crossed. I really enjoy using it just anytime I'm behind the camera. I mean, I've got thousands of pictures which are completely rubbish because you just keep on clicking all the time. But you get those select few which are what you want it to be, so it's fun. Photography, I guess, they say it's all about capturing the right moment at the right time. That's something that I think is so true. Although a few of the pictures that you see aren't really what I do most of the time. I enjoy mostly portrait photography, catching people's expressions at that one particular point, which it gets held in eternity, I guess, through that picture. So that in itself is a major satisfaction, I feel. It really brings out a feeling in me. There are quite a few people who I think inspire me. There's people I visit, the websites I visit very regularly, and look at the pictures and stuff, and it inspires me to go and do the same kind of work, if not better or worse. I mean, it depends how I use the camera, but I mean it's fun. I mean, there's a friend of mine actually. He's looking at his pictures, really pushed me forward, and showed me that I could actually go out and take pictures and actually put them up around, have people see what I do. Photography, it sets me free, I feel. You get to, when you're behind the camera, you see the world through that one lens. You can see it in any different way, different colors, different angles, different perspectives. And, it just goes to show that not everyone sees that one thing in the same way. And my pictures actually show people the way I see the world, and whether you like it or not, I mean, it's up to you. But it's what I feel, and it brings out, I guess, the best in me, my photography. So through my pictures, you see how I see things, and that's what's most important to me. There are some pictures which, I mean, I know it sounds weird, but even when I see them, I'm like, oh, I took that, I can't believe it. But yeah, I mean, it's fun, and again, you get lost. I mean, at least I do. You can literally just spend hours clicking away, and really not feel the time go by until someone calls you from home. It's like, oh, dinner or something. But yeah, it's a fun activity. It's what I enjoy doing the most, actually. Okay. Generally, the way because the funny thing with now, with all the technology and stuff, what you can do is you can always take a picture in color and turn it black and white, or turn it to that particular shade that you want to. So that I generally tend to stick to color pictures and then play around with them if I have to after. But there are a couple of shots which I've actually done in a sepia tone or a black and white tone, which actually came out really nicely. But it always gets me thinking, what if it was in color? Would it look any different? How would it look? But yeah, then, like I would say 99% of my pictures are in color. I love black and white. I don't know, it's a whole different set of emotions. You can see the same picture in color and then black and white and see completely different things. And it kind of evokes an emotion of, I would say, the past, perhaps. So even if you're looking at something modern, turning black and white, it looks completely different. And so, just, yeah, it's fun. It's very difficult to say, it depends on each picture. There's certain pictures, yes, perhaps, black and white brings out the best. And there's certain pictures that will only look good in color, because until you get all the colors in there, you won't be able to appreciate the picture for what it is. But again, like I said, black and white is a totally different world on its own. I remember the first time when I bought a black and white roll for one of my old school cameras. It was the most. It was really fun because I could obviously at that time they didn't have the screen at the back to show you what the picture looked like, so I had to wait till the reel got over and actually went to develop it and see what the pictures came out like. Again, it's a fun, totally different thing in photography. Completely amateur. I by no means am I anything about that. But I hope to actually gain the knowledge, and I want to learn in this field. It's something that really makes me happy, really gets me going, and yeah, I just want to carry on doing what I do. I like it so much.
Whoa.